Hello, hello, you're welcome to my live. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Welcome to my live. It's pretty hot out here. Greetings to you and welcome to my live. All right. Let's gist Pastor's affair on Sunday. There are updates on the various cases that we have happening right now. That of Prophet Mboro of South Africa. Hi, you're welcome to my live. Thank you for joining. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to subscribe and like the video. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for joining. Where are you watching me from? Thank you all so much for joining. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to like the video. Hello. Welcome to my live. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to subscribe, all right, so you get notifications when I'm live. My name is Jillian, and you're welcome to Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, we discuss contemporary issues, trending issues, whatever that is happening, whatever is on the news. We discuss and then we take home some lessons. Okay, guys, you all are welcome to my live. Today is Sunday. I am wishing you a very pleasant and happy Sunday wherever you are watching me. Okay. Now, today is updates. I'm going to give you some updates. We have a couple of pastors who are having issues like right now. They are being dragged on social media. Yes, so we have to talk about that. These stories are developing stories. None of them are quite new. Yes, since last week we have had these pastors on. We have had these pastors in the news for so many wrong reasons, for not nice reasons. So today I have decided to bring. Thank you all for joining. Today I have decided to bring updates because there are updates on the case. All right, so now let us begin with Prophet Jeremiah Omotofofeyin. Thank you for joining. Hi there. All right, this is a pastor. He is of Nigerian nationality. Yes, he is doing well. He has a big ministry. He is a philanthropist. He is a televangelist. He has a television station. He also has a radio station. Please help me with 3,000 to manage this week. Is very serious hunger in home now. Truth to God, not eating since only Gary. Sis, maybe you can write to me later. Now I am live to talk about some important issues. Okay. We sympathize with you though, but maybe you can write to me later on when I am less busy. All right. Thank you all for joining my live. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Jillian and you're welcome to Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, we discuss contemporary issues. We discuss trending issues. We discuss everyday news that is happening. All right. So today I am here to give you updates on the cases that we already have in the courts. Okay, I need you guys to like the video. I need you guys to comment if you know about the story. I need you guys to be participative on this platform. Here, your voice counts. All right. So now let's begin with the first story. I already began, but lots of people were still joining. So I just thought it wise to give 2 minutes or 3 so that they can join in. So, but that's fine. We are good to go. All right. Now I was talking about Prophet Jeremiah Omotofofeyin. Jaden, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to subscribe, all right? So you get notifications when next I'm live. Okay. Prophet Jeremiah Omotofofeyin is a Nigerian pastor. He is a tele-evangelist. He is a philanthropist. He is having so much going on for him. Yes. The name of his church is Christ Mercy Land. I think that is it. Yes, he is situated in Warri, Delta State of Nigeria. Yeah, so of late he has been on the news. Yes, he's been dragged based on products that he's been using, or spiritual products that he's been selling to his members, promising that he would treat a couple of sicknesses, or he would heal them in certain situations that they find themselves. So, but now he suddenly launched a particular kind of soap, and he was telling his audience that that soap was able to wash away all the not so nice things that are in people's lives. Okay, he promised that the soap could wash away even the unseen things in your life. He gave a practical example, saying that that there is this offensive odor that you may be having, but you would not be aware. And if you use that soap, it is going to wash that off. So now, my friends, I didn't find that very funny. I laughed when I heard about it, because I don't see how a soap can be a solution to a physical problem. All right. Now, the long and short of it is, there is this guy called VDM, the Very Dark Black Man. The Very Dark Black Man is an activist. He too is from Nigeria. It didn't sit well with him, so he came out to talk about it. Now, he asked him, I hope the soap you intend to bring to the market. Samson, thank you for joining. Do well to subscribe so you get notifications when next I'm live, all right? Okay, let's go. So the VDM didn't have that sitting in nice with him, so he decided now to would I say drag the man of God online? Yes, he did that. He questioned him on the authenticity of the soap. He questioned him on how is the soap going to work, you know, treat illnesses and all of that. And the prophet did not find it funny, and the prophet had some guys around him called his sons. So his sons were not happy about the questioning, so they had to take the matter up. The real Mr. Cheese, thank you for joining. You're welcome. Thank you for joining. So now the sons had to report the matter, and then an investigations opened. Now, when VDM had information that he is being called up by the police, he now had to create evidences based on what he had said earlier about the man of God. That is how VDM ordered for products that the man of God has been selling for years now. And these products include so many different kinds of water. Anointed water, fast lane water. I will carry my twin water, the water from the pool of Bethesda, Red Sea water, and you know, all these waters that he's been selling, he claims they have spiritual power and they can heal certain spiritual problems. Actually, these waters that he has packaged and he's selling them, I must tell you, it's not cheap. It doesn't come cheap. There's the one for 10,000 naira. There's the one for 5,000, 2,000, 3,000. It just depends on the kind of problem that you're facing, and it depends on the individual that needs them. But he has so many products. So he has a whole website where all his products are listed with their prices, I must say. So now VDM ordered some of the products and then took the products to a place where there are a lot of lame people, blind people, a lot of people who need spiritual deliverance. That is how he began to administer the products on these blind people. He administered the products on the lame, wanting to have the products work, because there are videos, multiple videos of Prophet Jeremiah himself using the same packaged water to perform miracles. So he was out there trying to perform miracles on the people that he met outside after he ordered these products. And lo and behold, the product did not work. There was no miracle. Could you believe that? No miracle happened in that place. They all drank the water he administered to them, and all hell was let loose because nobody got healed. Now, the thing is, some Christian folks last week were of the opinion that the products did not work because he administered the products on people who did not even believe. And secondly, that he administered the product. Oh, guys, I need you to like the video, right? If you're enjoying the video, you should like it. You should support. Those of you who have not subscribed, please do so, okay? So now, when he administered the products and it didn't work out, it became news on the internet, and all the bloggers were carrying it. They were just broadcasting it and telling their own story. It was fun online, and some Christian folks were like, no, you don't have to try spiritual products like that. You don't have to take spiritual products and administer to people who do not believe. Spiritual products have to go with faith. And if you don't have faith, even if you administer spiritual products, it won't work. Charlotte L. Brown, thank you for joining in. Sweetheart, you're welcome to my life. All right. Charlotte says, thieves in the name of man of God. Yeah, so many people are saying, but the long and short of is I just enjoyed the noise that was on social media, because so many people gave their own narrative. Remember that if you say something on social media, if you do something, if a video comes out and 1 million people see that video, it is going to be 1 million reactions. So the reactions were multiple. So but I'm just going to put everything together, then you understand what actually transpired. Roshan, thank you for joining. You're welcome. Thank you so much. If you're joining in for the first time, do well to subscribe and then like the video. Pump in some hearts. Like the video, guys. Okay? So like I was saying, they said that you need faith for products to work for you. You need to be a Christian. Many people argued. And then another group of people who did not agree said that there is no way you're going to put a price tag on a product and telling the world that the product is going to solve this kind of problem, and people pay for that product and the product doesn't solve that problem. That if the product is being sold and is promising to treat or heal a particular ailment or challenge in your life, it should do so, because if it doesn't do what it promises, then it is fraud. Guys, I am not the one who said so. The information is all over the internet. It is everywhere, and that is how the prophet got so angry. Even his sons know that this group of younger generation pastors that he has trained, and according to them, they call themselves his sons. So that is how his sons teamed up together. Some of them also had outbursts. They were like, who gave VDM, the very dark black man, we call him VDM, who gave VDM the audacity to cut clips of his videos to make his own video, who told him to order products and then go and administer the products wherever he went to, that it doesn't obtain like that it is slander, that it is insult, that he's dragging their father in the Lord and they're not going to lie down low. That is how they all joined together, and then they sued VDM. And now the case went to court. So last week was the first hearing, and that is why I am here to give you the juice. Guys, I need you to like the video. I need you to like the video. If you're joining in for the first time, do what to subscribe. If you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Gillian, and you are welcome to Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, I bring you information that is happening like right now. I bring you follow-up updates of stories that are already on social media, and plus we take lessons home. So now let's continue with Jeremiah and VDM. Now, the first day they were in court, they were both represented by their counsels. They did not appear in court themselves in person. Their counsels represented them in court. And the second hearing this week, it is said that most of the proof that VDM brought were thrown out of court. It means that even though he has been sued, the prophet is suing him for 1 billion naira, not 1 million. 1 billion naira. That is 1,000 millions, guys. He is suing for 1,000 millions, 1,000. Could you imagine that? That is a servant of God suing someone for 1 billion naira. So now most of the claim that VDM brought to court, some of the evidences were thrown out of court. But it is clear that the prophet too is not having it easy, because recently, like yesterday, there is a video that is trending online where the prophet has removed most of the products that he had on his website. Remember, I told you earlier that he had a website where he sold loads and loads of products. Yes, he had the water from the pool of Bethesda. Thank you for joining. It's Viaro. Thank you for joining in. If you have something to say, you can comment there. I'll read your comment. Okay. Those products included the pool of Bethesda water. I will give birth to twin water, something like that. Fast lane water. In fact, he had so many products on his website. But as we speak right now, if you go to Christ Mercy Land website where all those things were listed, he has removed all of them. Those products no longer exist on his website. This means that whatever VDM is doing against the man of God is actually working, because I don't see how he has been selling all those products for so many years, and just because of the second hearing in court, he has to go and remove everything from his website. Now, guys, what is going on here? I don't understand. He makes us believe that all these products he's been selling were given to him by God. You know, and that these products perform wonders, they perform miracles to heal mankind, you know. And then now, why suddenly he is being dragged to court? Then he begins to remove all these gifts, all these marvelous things that God has given him to give to the population. Why is he now removing these things and then, you know, letting them not be available for purchase as it used to be? There's also another side case, because he said that the supposed soap that was going to wash away the stress in everybody's life and was going to give you that healing that you need, he said the soap has NAFDAC number. Actually, that is where the activist VDM began pursuing him. Now VDM too is demanding for NAFDAC to tell us the ingredients in the soap and the reason why they had to grant the NAFDAC number to that soap. Guys, do you know that in the midst of this court battle, the soap was released yesterday? Yes, there's video everywhere on social media where the soap has been released. Can you believe that? He actually released the soap. He gave it out to people, and then he made a wonderful announcement in church on Friday after the court case. He said that all the products that he has been selling before are now free. So if you need miracle products from Christ Mercy Land Church, Jeremiah of Omoto Fofeni's church, Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fofeni's church, they are now free, guys. So if you need these products, you need to just go to the church and then you register and you get spiritual products for free. The only condition is, he said, you would have to climb to the mountain with him, and together you all will pray, and then you would administer the water, and then you will be healed. That is what the prophet said on Friday. So I need to know, what are your thoughts about this? Because now it seems that at first he was selling his water. He got dragged about selling products. He got dragged about selling products, spiritual products that he has been selling, and of which he is promising that these products will heal certain diseases or certain illnesses. And when he is being taken, or when he takes someone to court, this person comes out now to disprove him about the authenticity of the products that he has been selling, because this person bought a couple of the products and administered the products, and there was no miracle. So now you can find the guy, VDM. He's been bringing out short clips of his miracle, of him performing miracles, and then trying to project that some of these miracles are not real. Now, there is this one video that I saw, even myself, you know, as content creators, you can't be a content creator without being able to know how to edit. You must be able to edit your videos, and if you are lucky enough, you would be able to learn how to use some personal effects on your videos. Yes, so there's this particular video of the prophet that he was praying. All right, he was praying and asking God. What baffles me is, a man of God is praying and the camera is right in front of him. I don't know if I'm painting the picture very well, but I hope you can understand. A man of God is praying and the camera is right in front of him, and he is staring into the camera and he's like calling on God's name. Oh God of Israel, you know your children need this. You know, you need to set them free. You need to give them that which they need. All right. God, I ask you right now that please send the keys. Lo and behold, there was something like thunder, lightning, you know, something was happening there. I can't really explain, but I think that video is online. Maybe you should just type Jeremiah, Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fofin praying and God releases keys. My goodness, and keys were littered everywhere around that vicinity. You could see everything happening live. Guys, like seriously? All the sci-fi movies that we watch, isn't it computer edits that we watch for entertainment? That was pure entertainment for me, because I can't place one-on-one in that video. He knelt down, yes. There was a heap of stones around that place, yes. And then he began to pray right in front of the camera. What I don't understand is, what is a camera doing on a prayer mountain? What is a camera doing on a prayer mountain? And then he began to pray like seriously, calling on the name of God like seriously. And lo and behold, in front of the camera, God answered his prayer and said to him, "Oh, Jeremiah, my son, I have heard your cry. And right now, I am going to give you the keys that would solve the problem, that will open the doors, that will bring liberation." Thank you for joining in. You're welcome to my live. If you're joining in for the first time, do what to subscribe, all right? Yeah, let's continue the video. This key is going to open the doors, all the doors that are locked. It is going to unlock it, and there's going to be freedom. This is the miracle key. So now in the next, in his next appearance now in church, he brought the video and played it inside the church, and all the Christians were celebrating God. They were so happy. They were so, in fact, there was joy that day that some of their problems will be solved with those keys, and that those keys are up for sales. Guys, the keys are up for sales, that you just need to pay up, or you order online. For those of you, you know, there's this statement they always use: distance is not a barrier. You know, he started saying that distance is not a barrier. You just need to use the key. You just need to take the key. You just need to order for it. And wherever you are, it is going to meet you. And you can begin to unlock that womb of yours that cannot bear children. You can begin to unlock that business that is so difficult for you. You know, you can begin to do all those things that you desire. And people believed him, and they ordered for the keys, and they bought those keys. They carried those keys. Guys, I need you to share the video, right? I need you to share the video. Like and share the video. Like and share the video. So people believed him on the story of the keys. And then he had to start selling those keys for people to buy. People bought these keys and carried them home. But I don't know if these keys actually solved the problems that was pursuing them. What is wrong with us? Exactly. What is wrong with us? When you are hungry, you need to eat food to get filled. When you feel sleepy, you need to lay down your head and sleep. There is no way a key is going to help you when you are hungry. What you need is food. If you are sleepy, what you need to do is sleep and take a rest. But no, the prophet says that the keys can sort you out no matter the situation. Some of them come out to pray for examination, and participants, for candidates who have not been reading, and then promising them that they are going to make it in the exam. What is wrong with us? I want to say that for whoever has brains, right, sense is expected. Sense is expected. Not everything that they tell you in church, not everything that they do before you, not everything that you try to be rational. Didn't your Bible tell you that you are created in the image of God? Is that limited when it comes to your brains? Now, this is what he tells them all the time. If you have this problem, you take this product, it's going to solve that problem. Hell no. Hell no. As a Christian, I feel so bad that our leaders are not projecting Christianity as a Christ-like religion. What happened to the doctrines that we used to learn? What happened to the doctrines that we grew up with? What happened to the Bible being the manual for Christianity? What happened to the Bible? How many Christians of today even get to read their Bibles? How many? Whatever they tell you, you just accept it. Whatever they say, you just... It cannot function like that, guys. It cannot function like that. Now, today, lots and lots of Prophet Jeremiah Omoto Fufeyi's products have been tested in public and nothing happened. Nothing happened. That is a slap in the face of Christianity. It is an embarrassment. The more we keep sitting quiet when things like this happen, what are we going to do in the near future? Now, listen to me. When I was much younger, I knew that Christianity was all about salvation, was all about learning about Christ and then trying to live a Christ-like life and then learning the normal Christian doctrines. So I can have a good life, I can have a better life, and I can pursue the things of God. But when Christianity began to evolve into something else, prosperity gospel changed the whole narrative. It's all about money, 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 money. I can vividly remember reading from the Bible when Jesus Christ healed 10 lepers. He didn't collect any money from them. He didn't collect any gifts from them. As a matter of fact, they didn't even come to say thank you. Do you have something to say? Maybe I add you to the live request if you have some things to say, okay? Now let's go back to the topic. Christians of today, when you allowed prosperity gospel to take over everything, it no longer was salvation, but now how you can get rich. I want to burst your bubble this afternoon. Most of you out there watching me right now who are Christians, you go to church for the things you can get out of the church. It is not because you love God. It is because they say if you pay your tithes, you're going to receive blessings from God. That is why you pay your tithes. You're not paying your tithes because you feel you need to give to God's work. And now we have been giving to God's work for ages, for generations. What is changing? What is changing? Nothing is changing, people. Nothing. So since the emergence of prosperity gospel, Christianity has now become a fundraising business for the pastors. And now look at what is happening. How can you have 1,000,001 products, you claim they're miracle products, and then people begin to buy these products and use them and no results? When Christ did miracles, he did for free. Even at the feast of Canaan, they said the wine got finished and he performed a miracle by providing wine. It was for free. He didn't get to sell it. So where do we start from? Selling. Christ himself, it is written in the Bible, he got to the church, he had to sell off, he had to drive everybody from the church, all of those who were selling stuff around the church premises. But here are we today, our churches have all become markets. You go to a church website, you begin to see products that are listed there for sales. No one suddenly gets miracles now these days for free. Nobody. Everybody sells miracles. If you want to see a man of God one-on-one, you have to pay. You need to buy spiritual products, and the spiritual products don't come cheap. So why would you blame people who are questioning all these things that they see? They don't sit well with us. They don't look good. We need to sanitize the church. We need to sanitize the society, people. We need to do some cleaning from within. Guys, I need you to like the video, right? Like the video, share the video. Let us all learn this day. I think we need to sanitize the church just like how VDM is sanitizing that of Prophet Jeremiah Motofofein. Please, do not get me wrong. Personally, I do not support meddling into someone's affair. But when it now comes to Christianity, I will tell you that Christianity has now become the most embarrassing religion that we see today. Everybody wants to talk down on Christians. Everybody wants to insult Christians. Everybody wants to drag Christians. Do you know why that is? It is because of the kind of leaders that we have. Our Christian leaders are not doing justice to us. Seriously, our Christian leaders are not doing justice to us. So if we begin to call some of these leaders out and then begin to underline and check their activities, I believe that it is going to go a long way for the preservation and restoration of true Christianity. When I read the book of Acts, for example, I felt or I saw how a church is supposed to look like. Guys, I encourage you to read the entire book of Acts so you would flow with this conversation later. You would understand this conversation later. The entire book of Acts, it suggests how a Christian environment should be. Nobody had anything to their name. Whatever someone had belonged to the community. And in a community like that they share, you would see true love. Remember in James, the scripture is telling you that the true Christianity is meeting the needs of the widows and the orphans. But today, your man of God boasts of 3 private jets. He boasts of several mansions. They even come to church, make contributions for church planting. We pay all these contributions. They ask for money to create hospitals, to build hospitals. Even Christians cannot afford to pay for these hospitals. They build schools in the name of the church that your children cannot attend. Do you know why? You can't afford the fees. Do you know any school that is a mission school, a school that is owned by a church that comes cheap? Do you know? All of these things happen because of prosperity gospel. Everybody wants to be rich on the pulpit. I am not judging any man of God. I am not judging anyone. This is contemporary views. And on contemporary views, we bring trendy issues. We discuss them like they are. I'm not adding anything. So now that the prophet is being exposed, I'm talking about Prophet Jeremiah Omotofofeyin, for those of you who are just joining, he is being exposed. All his Christian activities, all his Christian, everything is being exposed. In the local parlance, we will say, breeze don't blow, found nyash don't open. He's been dragged. He's been disproved. Why on earth would he now say all his products have become free? That just come to church, register, and you get it for free. Why are the products being removed from his website? You go to his website, it's completely empty. You don't get to see all of those things anymore. So the long and short of it is Christianity these days is no longer what we used to know. Christianity these days, it doesn't serve what the Bible preaches. The Bible preaches something else. The leaders of the church project and preach something else. This only benefits them. In all neutrality that I keep myself, Christianity of today only benefits the pastors, the leaders. What is the very foundation of Christianity in the first place? What is the very foundation? What is the very essence? You go to church and you still see how people are classified in church. There are some particular group of people who are allowed to sit in front, not everyone. Why is that so? The church has become so classicist. Nobody wants to mix with the poor. When the rich comes to see the pastor, it's immediate. When the poor comes to see the pastor, they queue up. That is how the churches of today are. Some of these practices are not good. They are not genuine. So it is high time we start talking about some of these things. It is not calling out. It is not insulting. It is not dragging. It is analyzing the church of today. We Christians need to be proud of the church of Christ. We need to defend the name of Christ. We need to project true religion, okay? So now that's it on Prophet Jeremiah. Yeah, the case has been adjourned to the 6th of September. They are still going there. But there is a new development. Actually, Prophet Jeremiah had sued VDM to court, and now he sued VDM to court for 1 billion naira. There is cyber stalking, there's cyber bullying, there's libel. There are many counts that he's suing VDM. Right now, as we speak, VDM has countersued the prophet. Guess how much? 2.2 billion naira, 2.2 billion. And now he is claiming that his life is at stake. And he is asking for protection as well. Why would a prophet choose to settle issues in court? What happened to take the matter to the leaders in church? The leaders in church now takes the matter to the leaders in the society, the leaders out of church. What are they telling you? What are they telling you right now? So you Christians who want to be in peace, who want to solve your problems in church, it is up to you. When your prophet needs justice, when your prophet is seeking justice, he goes to court. That is what you should do if you have issues. Do not be deceived. Do not be fooled. Practice what you preach. Pastors, I need you to practice what you preach. You can't be teaching your congregations to bring their issues to you so that you can solve them inside the church. And when you have trouble, you carry it to court. Hello guys, for all of you joining in, if you're seeing my face for the first time, my name is Jillian and you are welcome to Contemporary Views. Contemporary Views, on Contemporary Views, we discuss contemporary issues. Everything that is happening, I bring it here, we talk about it, and then we take some lessons home, all right? Today we are discussing updates of Prophet Jeremiah of Ofeying and Prophet Mboro of South Africa. So right now we're still talking about Prophet Jeremiah. So guys, can we start practicing what we preach? Can the leaders of the church practice what they preach? Can they practice the doctrine that is inside the scriptures, that is inside the Bible? Can they be fair to their Christians? Can they speak truth to their Christians? What is going on with us? We all now want to sell the gospel. We just want to merchandise the name of God. We just want to merchandise the name of Christ, to fill our bank accounts, to fill our pockets, and then live large. Is there a popular prophet that you know who has just one car? No. They have fleets of cars. They live flamboyant lives. They go on holidays with their children overseas. It doesn't mean that if you're a man of God, you can't be rich. But most of them don't have any other businesses apart from the church business that they run. All the apostles had something they did for financial gains. Luke was a doctor. Matthew was an accountant, I think. Paul was a tent maker. Christ himself was a carpenter. They all had something. Decent jobs. Very decent jobs. The Bible gives account of all of those things. They had the bare minimum they could live on. They had decent. Most of your prophets do not have jobs. But the kind of possessions that they have, and they cover it, saying that they are blessings from God. So you, the Christians, why does God not bless you like he's blessing them? Why? This simply means that in the church business, only the pastor makes profit out of it. Yes, only him. Sometimes when I see the things they say on social media about Christianity, I can only bend my head down and then cry in my heart. Our leaders are misleading us. I mean, church leaders. The church is being misled by its own leaders. The church leaders are not helping the situation. This is a man of God fighting dirty in public, all because of what? Ordinary persecution. Then I begin to wonder, did they ever get to read how the apostles left this world? None of them. It was only John the apostle who left this world after suffering very serious things in a natural way. None of them. Some were crucified, some were fried in oil, they were hanged, they were stabbed. In fact, they left this world in a not so nice way that nobody can ever admire. But now when it comes to ordinary questioning of your activities in public, you go straight to court. That is intimidation. I think so. That is intimidation. Now, I want to make a reference. I always make this reference because I have been looking really deep, looking really hard, but I have not seen another person that fits this. Now, there is this prophet that is late, Prophet TB Joshua. I want to say that I think he's the most hated prophet I have ever seen in recent times. So many people castigated this man. They said so many derogatory things about this man. But there was no day he came to defend himself. He didn't debunk any story. He didn't argue. There was no day he was going to court. Now, one thing I want you all watching me on YouTube and on Facebook to take home today. You see, silence is another form of answer. Silence is also an answer. When you stay silent, sometimes it is powerful. When you're silent, your enemies don't even know what you're going to do. They don't know if you're going to retaliate or not. Why I am saying this is because this particular prophet, it is not the first time he is suing someone to court. There's another prophet he also sued, Kasi Chukwu. He too is a pastor. He had issues with Prophet Jeremiah and Prophet Jeremiah arrested him. It is not the first time. So why is it that whenever there's an issue centered around him, he's being called out, he goes immediately to court? Yeah, I have emotions. Yes, if I'm a man of God, you don't need to talk to me, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't suffice. As a Christian, you need to be Christ-like in your actions. You can choose the battles that you fight. I want to ask this simple question. When he faces demons, for instance, where does he sue the demons? Please. Anybody watching out there, please, can you help me with an answer? When the prophet sees demons, does the prophet sue the demons to court? As long as it is human and you know that you are powerful in that vicinity, in that area, in that milieu, you think the next best thing you can do is to go to court. And you are suing someone for 1 billion, why would they not say your church activities is money related? All you're out there to look for is money. Guys, be guarded. All these things I'm saying today are all on social media. What I am doing right now is just analyzing these things. With you, of course, watching me. Today you are in court, tomorrow you are in court. When do you have time to prepare sermons to preach in your church? When do you have time? They say uneasy bears the head which carries the crown. First of all, as a church leader, you should have lots of things going on for you. Where do you even find time to make trouble? Why don't we preach or practice what we preach? Well, that's the situation right now. The case has been adjourned to September 6th, where they will continue fighting in court. Many proofs will come up. They would start visiting some of the proofs. Some witnesses will also be standing in. One thing I would like to add on this case, remember that when you go to court, there are no emotions. You don't take emotions to court. You take facts to court. You take evidences to court. If you can prove your case, then you're sure to win your case. But if you go to court without proof, without evidences, then you fail and lose the case. So that is it for Prophet Jeremiah Omoto-Fufeyin of Nigeria. Okay? Thank you, guys. Now, as you can see on the caption, we have two prophets. I am giving updates about them today. Before I continue, I want to say a big thank you to all of you watching on YouTube, to all of you watching on Facebook. It has been amazing. Thank you for joining me on my live today. All right. So I want to talk now about, oh, hi, you're welcome to my live. You're a bit late. So when the video ends, please, you have to go back to the beginning because I can't keep repeating myself. All right. Okay. If you're joining in for the first time, you're welcome to my live. My name is Gillian, and you're welcome to Contemporary Views. On Contemporary Views, we discuss contemporary issues. Everything that is happening on the internet, I bring it here, we analyze, and then we are different because we take lessons home. Now to Prophet Mboro. His name, his real name, his birth name is Paseka Mosodneng. Paseka Mosodneng is a prophet in South Africa. He's also doing so well. He too is a tele-evangelist, purported philanthropist. He's a community leader in his community. Yes, so I would like for you guys to listen to this very short clip for a minute, then we go on with Mboro. So listen.
12 life sentences. You are sentenced to 5 years imprisonment on each of the attempted murder counts. In terms of Section 280 of the Criminal Procedure Act, I ordered that the sentences on the 8 counts of attempted murder should run concurrently. 15. Concerning counts 1 to 253, the 12 sentences.
I'll play that again for you guys to listen to it.
You are sentenced to 5 years imprisonment on each of.
You are sentenced to 5 years imprisonment for each of the counts, okay?
The attempted murder counts. In terms of Section 280 of the Criminal Procedure Act, I ordered that the sentences on the 8 counts of attempted murder.
8 counts of attempted murder.
15.
Okay, that is a video that was gotten out from on Thursday from court in the trial of Mboro. They were presenting to him the charges he will be facing, and of course the punishment he will be getting if found guilty. This is supposed to be a man of God. This is supposed to be a community leader. Now, what actually happened before he was sued to court? Sometime last week, it is said that I made a video. I think I have a video on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel about this same man, on what happened. I've done like 2 videos about him. What actually happened on that day is when the man of God went to school, his grandchildren's school. He went to the school where his grandchildren go to. Then he demanded for the grandchildren that he wanted to take the children home. That's the first version that I heard. Then when I did investigations now to find out what actually happened, I read from a blog. I also watched a couple of videos now stating the facts, what actually happened with Prophet Mboro. It is said that Mboro received a call from a son. It has not been established if it is his biological son or a son he trained, those younger pastors that they train and call them their sons. So it has not been established if it's the biological son or the adopted sons, those church people that he has trained and then call them his sons. He received a call from one of them that he has gone to school to pick up his children, and the teachers did not release the children to him, and a fight ensued. I saw the video. The guy was badly beaten. He had swollen eye. The other one was black. The other one was swollen, and then he was bleeding. So when he called Mboro, Prophet Mboro came in with some thugs, and the thugs were all carrying AKs. You know what I mean? Because of community standards, I can't say, but they were having some AKs with them. And Mboro came with a panga, a machete, to school. They held the school hostage, took over everything, and then demanded for the immediate release of the kids. This is supposed to be a pastor, a community leader, a man of God, a philanthropist, someone whom everybody in that community is looking up to. This is a very popular person. I am talking of someone who owns a mega church in South Africa with thousands of followers. He takes a primary school hostage with armed guards, and he himself was seen in the video demonstrating with a machete. If you come close, I'm going to remove your hand. If you come close, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It is a shame. Now back to the story. the school actually had to release the children to him, and then he took the children and then he left, and then a case was filed against him. So when the hearing started, he explained that the children, their mother was collecting money from their father as child support, and it was their father's turn to have the children over for weekend. That is not a problem. If their father goes to schools to pick them up and the school will not release the children, it is only a simple call. Maybe they put a call to their mom to come over to school so the issue can be sorted out. Why come to the school with guards, with machete and AKs? It doesn't make sense. I don't know if you guys are getting this. It doesn't make sense. So now the man had to call his spiritual father or biological father, who is Mboro, to come with the guards. They held the school hostage. They took the children. He was now arrested and then sued. As we speak right now, he's in detention, and he has been in detention for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. This is the second week that just got finished. He is still in detention. A pastor, a prophet. Now, he said that even he, the prophet, used to give money to the woman, the mother of the children, for upkeep. And if the father of the children need to take the children home for the weekend, it was the place for the teachers to allow the man take the children because the children are his. He claimed there that the children are his grandchildren and he has right to come to school to pick them. The question is that a nice thing to do? Wasn't there any other way for him to have custody of his grandchildren? Would he have come there with a machete and then causing chaos and frightening everybody, taking this? In fact, it was a total siege. He just seized the campus. What was all of that drama for? This is a man, this is a prophet that has fought with Aflukau, Prophet Aflukau, tooth and nail in public. Even till today, he's still dragging Prophet Shapar Bushiri. He doesn't spare any fight. Any fight that comes to him, he fights it dirty. These are supposed to be Christian leaders. These are supposed to be the people we are looking up to as the leaders of our church. Why on earth will a man of God put himself in a place like that? All these pictures, all these videos are on social media. Just type Mboro, he's trending like hell. Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere. He's trending. Now, one thing I would always say is when you do something and then you have a clap back immediately, it means it is not the first time. People were just waiting for you to falter, then so they can correct that mistake that you have been making. Did you know that after that charade that he did in that school, it wasn't even up to 1 hour, his whole church was put on fire. I am not happy that happened to him. And I don't project that as something good. But what I am trying to say here is, it seems like they've been waiting for him to falter again, and then opportunity. They just had to bring down his church. His church was burnt down, and you could see people celebrating. People were so happy, and they were like, enough is enough, enough is enough. And mark you, no matter how bad someone is, they still have supporters. There were also some people there who were kneeling down, praying. They were praying. They were calling on the God of Elijah to send rain, to stop that fire. But the God of Elijah did not answer them. Everything was burnt down. And now the prophet is in custody. He was taken into custody the very next day, and he's been charged to court. He has multiple charges. Up to eight people are standing against him, suing him for attempted deleting. Even as a normal human being, what kind of profile is that? Even if you are not a church leader, what kind of profile is that? What kind of profile? Just the tags that follow you. How are the children, how are the kids of that school going to see him in the nearest future? How are they going to look at him? How? Guys, I need you to like the video, all right? How are they going to look at him? You call yourself a community leader. Let's leave church business aside. He is a community leader in that place. I don't know what name, but they just call him their community leader. Before church whatsoever, he is a community leader in that place. A whole community leader found wanting for charges suggesting you wanted to, delete some people out of this world. It's so shameful. I hope you agree with me. It's shameful. This is a man that commands respect, heavily adored and respected in his community. Then one day he just behaves like he took something that he was not supposed to take. You could see him with the panga in his hands. He was, doing like this with it. That if you come, I am going to give you short sleeves. If you come, I am going to remove this. If you come, Where are we headed? Where are we driving to? Guys, where are we driving to? You preach this, you practice this, you practice this, you preach this. Who did this to us? Who did this to us? Now he is nowhere to be found. He's sitting down somewhere in a jail cell, thinking of how he's going to answer questions. And in a country like South Africa, there is law. It's not a lawless country like most African countries. There is law, and I believe he's going to face the full arm of the law. On one side, you're a pastor. On the other side, you become an ex-convict. For what? Just because you lack simple understanding. You cannot manage your emotions. Simple emotional management would have sorted that problem out. You lack reasoning because you feel that your members are respecting you, they are honoring you, they fear you. You feel you can extend that to everybody and to everywhere. Now look at what happened. Look at it. He's been found wanting. It's so shameful. The earlier our leaders start changing the way they do things, they're better for us. They're better. There's this information I got from Rwanda that a couple of churches have been shut down, like 6,000 churches, 6,000 plus churches have been shut down. That for any person to be able to open a church, he must have a PhD in theology or so before he is being allowed to open a church. Now I applaud that movement. I applaud that. I like that. Other people will think that it is fighting against Christianity. No, it is not a war against Christianity. It is a war against pulpit bandits. Doesn't the scriptures say that when Christ was 5, he got missing and was found at the synagogue, and he always went to the synagogue. And when his mother questioned him on that, he said that he has come to do his father's will. He has come to do the work his father sent him. Most of these people never ever go to church. They never ever go to any seminary. They don't get to learn anything. But today, tomorrow, they open churches here and there. In the streets of, say, 10 houses, 9 of them are churches. What are they preaching? What are they churching in those places? What exactly? Now, you find that no one wants to do what the Bible prescribes, what the Bible says, what the Bible suggests. Everybody just wants to do whatever they want to do so they can begin to make profit. All churches now have become business, and the leaders are not helping out. Church leaders are not helping out. Christianity is on the ground today because of the kind of leaders we now have. At first, when you hear that this person is a man of God, you just give that person respect. You just see some kind of reverence around that person. But today it is not the same. I can't say that people do not change and then be something else they can change and then become something else. Someone who used to be very bad in the past can change and become somebody nice, somebody good. But Christianity of today is damn questionable. Well, guys, the video is getting too long. Yes, thank you all for you watching live right now. Just as you have seen on the post on the topic, updates for Jeremiah Omoto-Fufeyin and Prophet Mboro, who both are in court. So whenever their updates come, I will still come back to give you the updates, just as fresh as they come out. So thank you all so much for joining my live. Thank you all so much for those of you who watched on Facebook. Thank you for joining. My name is Jillian, and you're welcome to Contemporary Reviews. Happy Sunday to you. The video, I'm going to end the video right away because I have already said all that I had to say. If you're just joining in right now, you can go back and watch the video from the beginning because I was giving updates on Jeremiah Omoto-Fufeyin and Prophet Mboro's cases in court respectively. So I beg you all to take my leave. Thank you for joining and see you on my next live. For those of you who subscribe, thank you so much. See you on my next live. Happy Sunday. Bye.